everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Sakshi, and in this video, I'll be sharing you top 100 MCQs of Discrete Mathematics Semester Second. Okay, so for all university, the syllabus is there. Okay, if you need syllabus, I'll also share you the syllabus as well. Okay, so this is top 100 MCQs we'll be discussing in this lecture. So without wasting my time, let's just start. Okay. So question number one, we have indirected graph total in degree equals total out degree. Okay, a graph that can be drawn in plane without crossing edges called planar graph. Okay, Euler planar graph formula is valid for connected planar graph. The dual of planar graph is formed using phrases. Okay, a graph with every pair of vertices adjacent called a red graph. The complement of complement graph is graph itself. The regular graph of degrees is called null graph. In K4, each vertex has three. We have three vertex. Okay, degree 3. Okay, number of edges in 4 edges will be this. Okay, a path graph B contain how many edges n minus 1. Okay, a graph, a cycle graph C contains how many vertices and vertices. In graph coloring, adjacent vertices must have different colors. Okay, a complete graph K requires minimum color and the chromatic number of biprotected is 2. Okay, the chromatic number of null graph is 1. A connected graph with our vertices of degree 2 is called cyclic graph. Question number 17, we have a scenario uses particle formula disaster. DFS traversal is used in a stack and BFS used in Q. BFS used in Q. Okay. The shortest path in weighted graph in positive unit is found is just algo. Okay. Ruskal algo work for presence of cycle. Okay. Prim's algo always select minimum weight is connected to your tree. Okay. A spanner tree is obtained from disconnected graph. Connectivity of complete graph K is n minus 1. Vertex connectivity means minimum vertices related to the disconnect graph. Okay. Edge connectivity means minimum edges needed to disconnect graph. A graph with articulation point is separate. Okay. In a simple graph, maximum degree of vertex is n minus 1. The Peterson graph has how many vertices? 10. Okay. A graph with the is bipartite formula if contain no out cycle. Okay. K3 is also known as a triangle graph. Okay. Which graph has no cycle? Tree has no cycle. Okay. Tree is also kind of graph. Okay. A forest within vertices and key component has edges n minus k edges. Okay. Number of spanning tree in K3 is 3. Number of spanning tree in K4 is 16. Number of 5, we have K5, so that would be 25. Okay. Calet formula gives spanning tree complete graph in a complete graph. Okay. So Calet formula is already discussed in equals and the power n minus 2. Okay. Which graph traversal suitable for shortest path? Princeton. No. Princeton is for find out the minimum spanning tree. Okay. So BFS is correct answer. In a software rooted graph, descendant of nodes include children and further node. Ancestors of node include parent node towards root node. The parent of root simple one is internal node plus 1. Expression trees are used for arithmetic expressions. Heap is a type of complete binary tree. In max C, parent node is greater than equal to children. Okay. Even if root node is the smallest element. Okay. Ideal tree rotations are used for balancing root. A binary tree within what nodes has maximum as the one minus one connected cyclic directed graph is called directed is cyclic graph. Okay. Topological sorting is position or directed acyclic graph. This graph value is used in network routing disaster. Discrete mathematics mainly deals with discrete values, okay? Which of the following is an finite set of vowels in English alphabet? The empty set is denoted as of B and C. If A equal this, B equal this, then A minus B what? A but not B. A 1, comma 2. The number of elements in power set of set having 4 elements is 16. Which property states A union A? A, okay? That's the idempotent law. The Cartesian product of Riemann set empty set is set of ordered pair. A relation R on set A is anti-symmetric if A and B implies A equal B, okay? Which relation is not asymmetric greater than someone? Not symmetric, right? If A is greater than B, then B is not greater than A, right? So yeah, this one. Equivalence relations particles are set into equivalence classes. A relation which is reflexive symmetric but not transitive is called compatibility relation. Function from E to B is written as A tending to B. Codomain of a function refers to set containing possible output. A set containing possible output. A many-one onto function is a surjective. Okay. This function maps every element to itself, identity function. A composite of 2, 1, 1 function is 1, 1. Okay. If log A B equals C, then the first one is true. If for C is equal B, okay. Log 10 E equals to 0. So basically, this is the constant of x to the one. Exponential functions are useful for population growth, radioactive decay, compound interest, all of these. Okay. Which set forms a group under addition, so integer causes. Closure property is the result of closing belongs to same set. Okay. Inverse element of 5 under addition is called minus 5. And what about for the multiplication? Can you tell me? So basically for the multiplication that will be 1 by 5, okay? Which of the following is not necessary for semi-group? For semi-group, it's not necessary for giving the identity and follow the inverse. Just like if it is following two opposites. I mean, after binary opposites closer and associative, okay? Then it is semi-group, okay? A monoid is a semi-group with what? Identity. And if it is following three properties, no matter whether it's a following commutativity or not, it's like monoid is a semi-group with closure, associativity, and identity. Three. If it is following three properties, so this is monoid. This graph is called monoid also. Okay. Every cyclic group is generated by one generator. Which of the following is a cyclic group? Integer under addition. The order of an element A in group C is the smallest positive integer and such a in the power and equal. The homomorphic image of a group is also a group, okay? Where you go. Isomorphic groups have same structure, okay? Iso means same, morphic means structure, okay? So morphic means the structure of a ring without zero divisor is called field. Integral domain. Without, okay, a ring with zero divisor called field. A ring without zero divisor is called integral domain. A propositional logic propositional must have definite true value. This is not a proposition. This is not a proposition because it's a variable. It's a variable. It's not true at all. Okay. So this is true. Then is the capital of India true. Actually means answer true. Okay. Logical and is negation of words and okay. The connecting word means exclusive word. Exclusive word exactly one thing. Okay. Which statement is always true, not logic. A contingency statement indicates some values are true and some are false. What is tautology? All values are true. What is contradiction? All values are false. And if some values are true and some are false, that is called what? That is called contingency. Okay. Next question we have P arrow Q is equivalent to what? That's negation of P and distance of K. Okay. By conditional is this is true one. True values equivalent to if and only if. This is the condition. Question number 90 we have 89, sorry. This law states this it's a called identity law, okay? Identity law is this. In modern law, you know very well this is Stevens law, okay? Predicate calculus indicate what? This is all. Variable quantifier predicate all of these, okay? Universal quantifier means for all. For all symbol is what? This is the symbol of for all. This A, this word. Can't I select it? Yeah, right. The negation of for all P of X is for all negation of X. Okay. So a graph G equals B comma E consists of vertices and edges. Okay. So basically the definition a lot of people will ask you what is will you perspective what is exactly a graph is tell me the definition. So you have to tell the definition that graph is a combination of vertices and edges. Okay. Let's go to the next question. 95% but we have order of graph means number of vertices. How many number of vertices is called the order of graph. Okay. So size of a graph means edges. Size of graph means edges. Order of graph is means vertices. Okay. So a graph is what? In which we have order of a graph and the size of the graph. That means the contain vertices and also it's called a graph. Okay. So a simple graph has no loops and no multiple edges. Both loop and parallel edges, no loop and no parallel edges. Parallel edges means two and more edges are connected to the both of the pair of the vertices. That means I'm just going to over here an example. I'm just creating an example. Now suppose this is A, this is a vertex A, okay? This is vertex A, this is vertex B, okay? This is vertex A, this is vertex B. If it is like this is a parallel edges. Parallel edges, two edges are parallel to each other. So this is not a simple graph. This is called a multigraph. Okay, this is called a multigraph. And if A is containing any loop, this is called loop. Okay, so that will become pseudograph. Okay, this will become pseudograph. And how can I create a simple graph? This is a vertex A. Okay. And we have here vertex B. Okay, you can see this. So we have just a single vertex between a pair of vertices. Suppose we have here C. Okay. This is a simple graph. Okay. This is a simple graph. This is a pseudo graph, and if you remove this loop, that will become a multigraph. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Next question number 98. We have a complete graph with n vertices as degree. N vertices. One minute. What is the complete graph first? First is let me show you also with an example. This graph will become what? This is a complete graph. This is a complete graph. Why? Because if you want to go to the C, you can go C directly, you can go B directly, you can go A directly. A directly, B directly. B and C, same A and B. This is a complete graph. That means from a single vertex, you can visit each vertex. Okay. So a complete graph with n vertices has degree in -1. Let's see. Okay. So basically, we have three vertices. Vertices mean this node is called a vertex. Okay. We have three vertices. We have to find out degree of each vertex degree has same. This is question, okay? This is the fact that I'm telling you that for a complete graph, you have degree of each node, each vertex is similar, same solution, okay? So what would be the degree is vertex -1. So we have three vertex, so 3 minus 1 is called 2. So the degree of A is 2, degree of B is 2, degree of C is also 3. Okay, so that's why this answer is correct. So that's why this answer is correct. Okay. Question number 99 we have number of visits in case 6. Number of visits in case 6. 15. Graph equator is also called what? It's graph, okay. So we have done with 100% from here as well, okay. There was the lecture 4. There was a lecture 4. I have covered lecture 3, part 1, part 3. If you haven't yet watched the video, then watch the lecture, okay. It might be very helpful for you, Durga. So that's all on this lecture. Do consider subscribe, like, and share the video to everyone so that it makes accessible to everybody. Okay, so that's all in this lecture. Thank you so much, and yeah, I'll be uploading another video as soon as possible. Okay, so that's all in this lecture. Thank you so much. Bye. See you in the next. Have a nice day. Always follow from us.